As a successful and well-developed economy, the global outlook has a vital impact on Singapore's financial markets. Singapore have one of the lowest unemployment rates of around 2% and ranks as having the largest foreign exchange market in Asia and third in the world. Trade, investment and financial freedom are vital to the Singaporean economy as it is a major global trading hub, thus maintaining an economic freedom rank of second in the world. Since Singapore's economic development is measured by the success of major trading partners, an external shock has significant effects, while internal shocks could be adjusted through government policy measures, which successfully runs a small domestic economy with low inflation and interest rates. However, since Singapore faces challenges that have vital influences on its economy, including the Chinese economic slowdown, which is hindering its potential growth and trade balance, China's recent economic slowdown has had a major negative impact on Singapore's economy directly, as China is Singapore's strongest trading partner. It is forecasted that for every 1% drop in China's economic growth, Singapore's economy will depreciate by more than 1%, as Singapore's economy is heavily correlated with China's economic wellness. Since Singapore's economy is trade-driven, any economic slowdown with their major trading partners will directly affect exports due to weak external demand. Unlike many economies, Singapore's economic success heavily relies on trade and particularly exports of electronic machinery and commodities such as fuels rather than its domestic markets. Singapore's savings are greater than their investments, indicating a current account surplus recorded as $1.9 billion as of 2017, allowing them to lend their surplus savings to the rest of the world. The Monetary Authority of Singapore is also known as MAS, which plays a vital role in the economy because it manages Singapore's exchange rate and liquidity in the banking sector, which promotes a strong corporate governance framework and international accounting standards. MAS promotes sustained non-inflationary economic growth through the purchase and sale of domestic currency and close macroeconomic surveillance of emerging trends and potential vulnerabilities. Unlike most exchange rate regimes, Singapore's exchange rate is a managed floating regime. MAS allows the Singaporean exchange rate to fluctuate within a range through a policy band and can tweak it in response to any economic changes through direct methods. This causes the monetary policy to have little to no effect on Singapore while giving the power to use fiscal policy more productively. As such, MAS directly targets the real exchange rates by selling and purchasing domestic currency. This regime gives MAS flexibility when dealing with shocks while preserving the purchasing power of the currency to maintain its confidence and to hold its value for savings. MAS has no control over interest rates, as they are closely correlated with US rates. When MAS eases currency policy, borrowing costs could significantly rise, which will adversely affect GDP through a reduction in consumer spending and depreciate the Singaporean dollar. Singapore's current position is stable but heavily reliant on trading partners, therefore the future economic outlook for Singapore is forecasted to further expand with many risks associated.